So now let us go for the design of this high input impedance capacitor coupled voltage follower, right? So please note down design of high Z-in capacitor coupled voltage follower. Design of high input impedance capacitor coupled voltage follower, right? So now when I speak about this, right, so you need to design for the value of C1, C2 and C3, and also the values of R1 and R2. Of course, the load resistance RL will be given to you, right? So let us go ahead like this. This is very simple now. Now what we had in this circuit was something like this. This was connected back. So whenever you do any kind of design, please make it a point to draw the circuit properly. So this is what we had connected. So this is R1, this is R2, this is R1, this is R2, and from here I had connected one capacitor. So this is my input capacitor. So I had connected it to this particular point. Okay, this is your Vs, C1, this is C2, then this is C3, this is RL, this is V0, this is VL minus plus. So something like this we had connected in our previous circuit. Now R max, the total resistance as long as the biasing resistance is concerned, this is given by the same equation what we had taken earlier, 10% of VBE divided by IB max. R max is given by 10% of VBE divided by IB max, wherein your R1 plus R2 is equal to R max. R1 plus R2 equal to R max. Okay. Then the value of C1 and C2. Please look here. This C1 and R1. Okay. They come as a part of the circuit. Please look it properly. C1 and R1. Similarly, C2 and R2. They will come as another rung here. This is one rung and C2 and R2 is the another rung. So therefore, whatever the expression we had taken earlier for the conventional capacitor coupled voltage follower design, the same thing holds good. So therefore, what I take here is XC1 is equals to R1 divided by 10. XC1 is equals to R1 divided by 10. So therefore, this leads C1 is equals to 1 divided by 2 pi f, the lower cutoff frequency, into R1 divided by 10. I think you can see the similar equation earlier also. C1 is equals to 1 divided by 2 pi fl, that is the lower cutoff frequency, R1 divided by 10. So similarly, my XC2, by virtue of its relationship with R2, I will write it as XC2 is equals to R2 by 10. It is taken to be much lesser than R2. How much lesser? It is about 10%. I have already told you these things in the previous class. So my C2 is given by 1 divided by 2 pi FL into R2 divided by 10. So this is what is my second equation, and we will have, when I have got R1 plus R2 equal to R max, let us assume R1 is equals to R2. So when you assume R1 equal to R2, and if at all you want to satisfy these two relationships, you must also have C1 is equals to C2. Otherwise, these two relationships do not hold good, right? When R1 is equals to R2, we have C1 is equals to C2, and the last value, that is C3, is equals to 1 divided by 2 pi FL RL. So this is not going to be divided by 10 because it is at the load side and it is related to the half power frequency or 3 dB less frequency. That relationship we have already derived in the previous case, and the same relationship holds good here also. So these are the values of R1, R2, C1, C2 as well as C3, as long as the designing of a high input impedance capacitor coupled voltage follower circuit is concerned. So this is a very simple design. So we have got for C1, we have got for C2, similarly we have got for R1 and R2, and also we have obtained the expression for C3. Now, with this background, let us try to look at one example here. If you have completed noting down these things, let me take one example. So I will move to the next page now, the design example. Design a high input impedance capacitor coupled voltage follower. Design a high input impedance capacitor coupled voltage follower. Design a high input impedance capacitor coupled voltage follower using an op-amp having lower cutoff frequency of 50 hertz and maximum input bias current of 500 nanoampere. The load resistance is 3.3 kilo ohm. If the open loop gain of the op-amp is 50,000. I hope you can understand what exactly this op-amp is referred to. Find the value of input impedance of the circuit. Find the value of the input impedance of the circuit. Design a high input impedance capacitor coupled voltage follower using an op-amp having a lower cutoff frequency of 50 Hz and maximum input bias current of 500 nanoampere. So when you have the maximum input bias current of 500 nanoampere, this is your IC741 only. Anyway, we will see it later. The load resistance is given to be 3.3 kilo ohm. If the open loop gain of the operational amplifier is 50,000, find the value of the input impedance of the circuit. I think this problem can be very easily solved. All the required information I have given, but again, as I mentioned, you should always draw the circuit diagram. This is very, very important while making the design using the operational amplifiers. So you have the high input impedance voltage follower circuit, something like this. You will have to draw it, the output capacitor here and the load resistance here. This is the input capacitor and this happens to be the feedback capacitor which is going here. So this is my Vs, C1, C2, this is C3, R1, R2, and this is RL. This is V0. This is your VL. These things are supposed to be written plus VCC minus VEE. This circuit is a must. So you will have to design the different components here as per the requirement of the the high input impedance capacitor coupled voltage follower. So given, let us proceed now. Given FL is equals to 50 Hertz, the lower cutoff frequency is given to be 50 Hertz. IB max is given to be 500 nano amperes, 500 nano amperes. Then load resistance RL is given to be 3.3 kilo ohm. The open loop gain, which is the open loop gain of your IC741 also, please remember M is given to be 50,000. Now from these things you will have to now proceed with whatever the formula you had in your previous slide. So this is what is being shown here, right? So you have R1 plus R2 equal to R max. So R max is given by 0.1 VB divided by IB max. Now here in the previous problem I had mentioned that the value of VB for IC741 is 0.7. So nothing is mentioned here. You can definitely take VB equal to 0.7 only. So therefore you can proceed here with finding out the value of R max. R max is equals to 10% of VBE divided by IB max. So as long as your IB max is 500 nanoampere and VBE is 0.7, so I have already told you in the previous class itself, you are going to get your R max is equals to 140 kilo ampere, right? So this R1 is equals to R2 is equals to R max divided by 2, that comes approximately 70 kilo ohm. So this is 70k and this is also 70k. R max is 140k. So we have assumed R1 to be equal to R2. Therefore you have R1 equal to R2 is equals to 70 kilo ohm. Right? So now you calculate the value of C1, C2 and C3. Now any one value can be found out, either C1 or C2, because we have taken R1 is equals to R2. So therefore definitely your C1 will be equal to C2. So I will write here C2 is equals to 1 divided by 2 pi FL R2 divided by 10. So if you substitute here, FL is given to be 50, R2 is 70k divided by 10. So if you calculate this, 1 divided by 2 pi divided by 2 pi into 50 into 70k. It becomes 7000. Yeah, this comes to be somewhere around 0.454 microampere. If I am right, I will write it. Otherwise, you write it your correct values. 0.454 microfarad. 0.454 microfarad, which is also equal to your C1. C1 is equals to C2. C1 is equals to C2 is equals to 0.454 microfarad. 0.454 microfarad. These are the values of C1 and C2. So C3, your C3 is equals to 1 divided by 2 pi FL into RL. So 1 divided by 2 pi. FL is 50, RL is 3.3K. So I think this C3 1 divided by 2, it comes somewhere around 0.96 microfarad. 0.96 microfarad. Please check this. So this is 0.96 microfarad C3. Very important thing is we have to have the value of Z in. This is very important for me. Z in, the input impedance, is given by 1 plus M into R1. Unlike what we had in our previous case, 1 plus M into R1. So this 1 plus 50,000 into R1, where R1 is 70K. So this comes to be somewhere around 50,001 into 70 kilo ohm. So it comes around 3500 mega ohm, approximately 3500 mega ohm. Please check this, approximately 3500 mega ohm. So where is the value of R1, which is 70K? Had it been the first case, the value of input impedance would have been 70K. Now, because of this capacitor coupling, right, we are going to get the value of input impedance as somewhere around 3500 mega ohm, which is much larger than what you would have got for a conventional capacitor coupled voltage follower circuit. I hope all of you have copied down these things, and you have even followed how to make the calculations as long as the circuit components of high input impedance capacitor coupled voltage follower circuit is concerned. Now you can get everything in the single frame. So like this, the problems will be asked, and you will have small, twists as well, right? So you may be given the value of the input current directly, right? So you may be given the value of IB max in a different way, like depending upon the various operational amplifiers that are going to be selected, right? You may have different values M, you may have different values of RLs. So whatever may be the given value, you should be able to substitute them in the concerned formula, and you will have to calculate for what is asked in the problem. So this is about the design of high input impedance capacitor coupled voltage follower circuit.